Hi consumers, I'm Carl, the author of Salesman Tricks Exposed. After decades of mastering the art of persuasion in the trenches of the sales industry, I'm now exposing those strategies to level the playing field between consumer and salesperson. My goal is simple: to reveal the techniques and psychology strategies salespeople use to influence consumers to buy unwanted and unneeded products and services. Today, I'm breaking down a powerful sales technique that's been around forever, designed to get consumers to buy right now. It's called the Act Now sales approach. The Act Now sales approach is a high-pressure tactic built to create artificial urgency, pushing consumers to make a purchasing decision immediately without research, comparing prices, or thinking clearly. It works by leveraging fear, specifically the fear of missing out, FOMO. Salespeople use phrases like limited time offer, I only got one left, today only pricing, I can only hold this price for you if you act now. A salesperson works to maintain momentum after building rapport, uncovering a consumer's motivation for wanting the product or services, and addresses every objection along the way. Once that process is complete, they move right into the Act Now sales approach to not lose that momentum. This is designed to keep pressure on the decision while the conversation is still emotionally active, pushing for an immediate commitment rather than giving the consumer time to step back and evaluate the purchase more objectively. Why? Because the longer a consumer thinks, the less likely they are to buy. So they apply pressure to keep the momentum going and rush the decision before you can fully think about it. They will say things like, I have another person looking at this product. That one line designed to trigger pressure, making you feel like hesitation means missing out. And once you feel you might miss out or something, you're far more likely to act fast instead of thinking clearly. But here's the truth. The pressure isn't about helping you. It's about rushing you. Because urgency creates pressure, and that pressure creates confusion. Because salespeople know the longer a consumer thinks, the less likely they are to buy. Let me ask you, have you ever felt buyer's remorse the very next day after a purchase? Or found the same product cheaper, better quality, or realized you never needed it at all? Of course you have. I know I have. The Act Now sales approach is still alive and well. It drives immediate sales by forcing consumers' decision on the spot before they have time to think twice. Nothing has really changed since the glory days of the infomercials back in the 90s. The only difference is the delivery, not the strategy. Back then, infomercials created urgency and scarcity with limited time offers and strong call to action like call now, trigger that fear of missing out. Today is the same playbook, just repackaged through websites and social media instead of late night TV. Now it shows us countdown clocks, sale ends today, only 2 left, 10 people are viewing this right now. Same tactics, just different platform. It all creates the same pressure. Why? Because it works. The goal is to rush your decision, to push consumers into acting before they have time to think clearly, compare options, or even ask themselves if they really need it. Even buy now, pay later still starts with one thing: buy now. Buy now, return later. That only works if you actually take the time and effort to return it. Notice the pattern? Every path leads to the same place: buy now. And today, salespeople are trained to make sure the urgency they have created doesn't sound like pressure anymore. They wrap it up in a pretty little bow, camouflage as convenience. It's not. It's a sales trick. Plain and simple, salespeople create a sense of urgency to prevent the consumer from procrastinating so the salesperson can close the deal today. The last thing a salesperson wants to hear is, I need to go home and think about it. Why? Because they know once the prospective consumer walks away, the chances of them returning is slim to none. Awareness of these sales strategies gives you the advantage. It helps you make more confident purchasing decisions and avoid buyer's remorse. The reason I am bringing awareness to these sales tricks is simple. Even with unlimited information at our fingertips about scams, fraud, you think consumers would be safer than ever, but they're not. In fact, consumers are still losing billions of dollars every year to scams, fraud, and high-pressure sales tactics. Remember, sales professionals are trained and equipped with an entire arsenal of tools. Consumers need tools too. That's why I created the walk-away sales approach to counter theirs. It's simple. When in doubt, walk away. Now, if you've dealt with a pushy salesperson using these tools, avoided a scam, or learned a lesson the hard way, because I know I have, share it in the comments. Your experience could help someone else avoid the same mistake. I'll see you on the next episode.